Hey mamas, we're just dropping off the little one and I've got 5 minutes to kill, and I wanted to talk a little bit about something that came up in one of my calls today with a client, and that was, are you driven by pain or driven by pleasure? Have you ever wondered, and I might be speaking directly to you here, at why when somebody starts a change, whether it be eat healthier, start exercising, quit smoking, stop drinking alcohol, whatever the potential beneficial change is, have you ever wondered why most people, 95% of people, don't actually ever get to the other side? Well, what's the other side, you might be asking? The other side is where you we no longer have to think about that old habit that you've changed. It becomes a part of you. It becomes deeply ingrained. The reason most people don't is because they don't adopt the belief of a person who no longer has that habit. I'll give you an example. Somebody who is a smoker and has trouble quitting smoking will believe that they are addicted to the nicotine. They will believe that they need the smokes to reduce stress so that they can quit for 5-10 years even sometimes. And because they still have that belief, all they need is something big to blow up in their lives, and then bang, they're back to the habit, and they're back to the old version of themselves, right? And this can be applied in all sorts of different scenarios. Somebody who doesn't exercise, who lives a sedentary lifestyle, and is addicted to the attention that that sedentary lifestyle brings, right? If you think of somebody who is sedentary, who is 30-40 kilos overweight, they wouldn't be able to identify themselves any lighter than that, right? And it's that self-belief that they seek out. So whenever they're seeking out situations in life, they'll often always go towards the thing that makes them feel as though they are that person, right? So they believe themselves to be sedentary, they'll work out, but then they'll find that they're in pain, right? And they've developed a lower back injury, so they'll stop, okay? And the same goes for various different cases. But I wanted to get to the point of what we're driven by. So motivation comes from either being in pain and wanting to move away from that pain, or being motivated enough towards a particular pleasure. And if you look at people who are in control, whether it's in control of their finances, in control of their health, their body shape, in control of all that kind of stuff, typically their belief system is based around being driven towards pleasure. They derive pleasure out of being in shape. They derive pleasure out of being in financial control. People who are not in control, they will often always be driven by pain, okay? So people who are not in control will be reactive rather than proactive, in that if somebody who doesn't have control of their finances, they will react to their bank account being in zero, and they'll wait until that trigger before they do anything about it, such as save or stop spending. And the same goes to somebody who has poor health. Someone who has poor health will wait until things blow up inside of their bodies till they actually do something about it, okay? Now, this is never a sustainable model, because if you're always relying on pain to motivate you, then you're never going to get to the other side, and that other side being where it becomes actions without thinking. So what I want to leave you with is this thought: are you motivated by pain, or are you moving towards a pleasure? People who are moving towards a pleasure will often have extreme, or from the outside, extreme beliefs of that pleasure. Somebody who is in shape, who has abs, will believe that they cannot live without abs. Somebody who is in shape and has great energy and great health will also believe that they cannot live any other way than being at that standard. So that's the question of the day. That is a thought I want to leave you on. What are you driven by? Are you driven by pain, or are you driven by pleasure? Comment that below.